In 2023, Kyle Busch is expected to join the RCR team and leave Joe Gibbs Racing. And even though many people believe that this is a wise option for the previous Cup Series winner from 2015 and 2019, that may not be the case. As he is presently finishing off his 15th season with JGR, Kyle Busch's switch from JGR to Richard Childress Racing is seen as one of the major shakeups in the 2023 driver roster. However, can Richard Childress Racing truly benefit from the seasoned driver, or did they sign a racer with false hopes? Hello NASCAR fam, and welcome back to NASCAR Live. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. We all recall the incredible comeback story of Busch in 2015, and Kyle Busch has won the championship in both 2015 and 2019. But since we can't stay in the past forever, we must accept that some events are inevitable. Busch, for instance, is not the same driver as we are expecting to because his track record over the past several years hasn't exactly been stellar. In 2022, for instance, Busch has only achieved victory once. He finished second twice in the Food City Dirt Race in Bristol, but he was unable to prevail in the closing stages. Because of this, he starts to doubt his capacity to compete in future NASCAR races and win. The key justification for Richard Childress Racing's interest in him, that is. And fans have every right to expect Kyle to bring his best game to the table for their team. But expectation and reality are two distinct concepts. Busch still has skill, and Childress Racing has no doubts about his ability to operate a NASCAR car. The stats speak for themselves. Busch holds the all-time record for Xfinity Series race wins with 102, and the Truck Series record with 62 victories, the latter also being a record for all. Will Busch be remembered as one of the most renowned and successful NASCAR racers in the sport's history? Undoubtedly, but does he possess what it takes to bring home the bacon for RCR in terms of NASCAR championships and races? A scenario like that is unlikely. Regarding Kyle Busch's career, there is one worrying statistic. Over the last 3 seasons, he has only been able to claim 4 victories, compared to any of them only placing 9th in the point standings. Busch shouldn't be pleased with the decline in his performance. We can see that previous champions like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Matt Kenseth all suffered the same fate. Another element that will be crucial to Busch's performance in RCR, as Kyle is about to meet, is the equipment, namely the on-track equipment from Joe Gibbs Racing. Busch will be leaving RCR for a team that is unquestionably superior to RCR at the end of the current season. In recent years, Ryan Newman's second-place result in 2014 marked the closest RCR has gotten to winning the title. Busch has serious concerns about this because if he can't win races for JGR, his difficulties in RCR will be much amplified. Tyler Reddick, who will assume Busch's spot in the number 8 car, has made it very clear that RCR possesses the necessary skills to prevail in races. In the near term, winning 3 races will boost RCR's reputation, and everyone in the garage will have the opportunity to learn from one of the finest as a result of this move. But given that we don't know how many victories these two sides will be able to achieve together in the future, their long-term investment in Kyle Busch isn't very encouraging. Early in the season, it was clear that Busch and Joe Gibbs Racing would struggle to come to an agreement. Busch said that he would be bringing his skills to Welcome, North Carolina to drive the number 8 car beginning in 2023. Since he had reportedly pushed the team for too much. Busch may have had a much better chance of driving a championship-winning vehicle with another team, so why didn't he stay with them? Was the fact that he had to go for a team with a car that has far worse equipment really so bad? For many years to come, JGR provided full sponsorship to Busch, and to think that even one driver would consider leaving this type of setting for anything else is absurd. Since 2010, Busch has been a member of JGR. Busch's decision to leave the team has been seen as foolish in times where the financial standing of other teams isn't a guarantee. The only active NASCAR driver with multiple championships at the moment is Busch. Furthermore, it should go without saying that he is the driver most responsible for Toyota's triumph in the Truck Series. The team is departing NASCAR at the end of the year, and M&M Mars was Busch's primary sponsor. Unfortunately for him, JGR was unable to get a substitute sponsor, although Busch did offer to drive for less than his going rate in order to close the deal. Busch has reportedly secured sponsorship from RCR, and it appears that the team is hoping to bring back the Busch that everyone is familiar with between 2015 and 2019. Furthermore, Busch hasn't had much luck in 2022. As we have already mentioned, with 22 laps to go at Darlington Raceway, Busch's engine failed. Instead of securing a victory that would have sent him directly into the second round while he was in the lead. Busch placed 30th overall and held on to the 11th spot going into the playoffs. Since this race, Busch has begun to commend the team for their choices and has treated the Darlington setback with a great deal of respect and honor. He gave the team high admiration for everything the players had accomplished and endured. They have remained steadfast despite the constant barrage of news and events throughout the year. Rumors about his potential exit from JGR have automatically started to circulate. In response to a question about his feelings on the matter, Busch gave a shaky smile and added, "I don't know whether the sun will rise tomorrow." In addition, did Joe Gibbs Racing even make an effort to retain the two-time Cup Series champion up to this point is another query that has come to mind. Some research claims that even though the champion was leaving the team didn't mind because they couldn't rely solely on old glories. Despite the team's hopes coming true, he won 2 championships, but in the last 3 years, he hasn't been able to live up to everyone's expectations. When it came to getting Busch a sponsorship, the team did take action. He was attempting to get Oracle to sponsor the 2-time Cup Series victor. However, the Toyota organization didn't really bother looking for a replacement sponsor after the contract fell through, and instead tried to keep the winner in their own ranks. On top of that, there is an obvious replacement that will start with the following season. That person is Ty Gibbs, who also happens to be the grandson of JGR's owner. Ty has tremendous potential, and his behavior is what makes him stand out. The crew was not very interested in surviving off of the old glory that Busch offered to them, despite the fact that he sorely needs to work there. They handled everything, nonetheless, with grace and dignity. Busch was never given the impression that the team did not value having him on it. Strong discussions have emerged between the team and sponsors over whether they should continue to support the 2-time Cup Series winner, just 1 month before Busch stated that he will leave the organization. However, it appears that after speaking with JGR, Busch has already made up his decision. The team also stated that they do have sponsors who are willing to support him. After all is said and done, it will be exciting to see if Busch has what it takes to win future races and perhaps championships. When of right now, the odds are against him and his squad, which isn't really the narrative or storyline you want to have as the new season begins. However, if there is one driver that can rescue RCR from the muck they are currently in and start the 2023 season, can Busch possibly be saved in this tale? The grandson of the business's owner, Ty Gibbs, will be signed there after he shows JGR what they missed. Despite the fact that the RCR's capabilities and general performance are far inferior to those of the JGR, it is clear that the potential is there. Busch, however, will have a difficult time demonstrating his abilities. What do you think about RCR? Do you believe that they made a mistake by hiring a 2-time Cup Series champion only in the hopes of reliving the past? Share with us in the comments section below. And that's today's episode. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.